So in other words, like a newborn child, you don't just have a newborn child and just bring them out into the society or just let anybody hold that child. You got to sterilize the environment. You got to do a lot of things in order to make sure that that child is brought into an environment that aligns with its growing immunity so it can be strong and healthy. Our ideas are just like a newborn baby. Just like a newborn baby, and we have to protect it. In protecting it, we don't just let anybody hold it. We don't just share ideas with anybody. I looked at, the New Year's, and I've seen a bunch of people constantly telling people what they're going to do this year. I never do that. I never do that. Because I know not only the sacredness of my ideas, but how vulnerable they are as well. The majority of the people who have been sharing that on social media, oh, I'm going to do this year, I'm going to do that this year. You haven't done anything. You haven't done anything yet. But now you're putting it out there. And for the most part, you are putting this child out into a wilderness and an environment that is not sustainable and does not have the capacity to support the immunity of that idea or that child. And that is one of the reasons why when people go out here and they do all of that talking, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And usually it doesn't come into fruition or it doesn't grow. And they wonder why, like, dang, man, I wonder why. I wonder why it didn't happen in this and the third. First of all, some of us just talk too much. The only time I share something that I may put it out there like this is something that I'm about to do, but usually I already did it. And there's nothing that nobody can do to stop it. So I don't put things out there prematurely because I understand the level of attention, the level of investment and support that goes into a new idea. And I don't just share it with any and everybody. Some of us have a bad habit of talking too much and telling everybody what we think. And we have not done anything. We haven't done anything. So when you put something out there like that, now you're subjected to all of the unreasonable expectations, the hate, the sabotage, all of this negativity. You just subjected yourself to all of that. Why would you do that with an idea that you think is so important? Now, here's the problem with it. Any idea that we have, just like a child, naturally goes through a process to be born. That in itself is a challenge and a struggle. Just naturally, the process of taking an idea from knowledge to born or creating anything. There is a natural process and challenge that just comes along with that. That's enough. Why would you just exacerbate that? Or why would you just multiply that by putting it out there for everybody to be able to pick at it, to critique it, to talk about it, to comment about it, to say this, to say that? And the majority of it is going to be negative because, first of all, the people who you're putting it out there to didn't have that idea to begin with. So they're less likely to share that vision because it's your vision. Why would you put it out there? You're creating an environment that's even more difficult to accomplish it than if you just went ahead and did it on your own and then tell people and share what you did. That's a very, very simple technique and process that a lot of people just simply overlook. Quit talking so much. Don't tell people what you're going to do or what you're not going to do. Do it. Just do it. And people will see it once it's done.